Hey guys, Mr. Asian Persuasion here, just doing another commentary. It's gonna have some different gameplays in it and whatnot. I think Halo 1 for the PC. Anyways, today I just wanted to talk about which you should do if you're an Xbox 360 player or if you are deciding which console to get. Personally, I say PS4, and I'm an Xbox 360 fan. I mean, I played only on the Xbox 360. I played some on the PS3 till I sold it. I mean, it was worth it, but I was kind of stupid then. To sell it, I don't know. Anyways, let's just hop into this. So the Xbox One Pros, it's an all-in-one machine. I guess that's debatable whether you want an all-in-one machine. Voice activation, you get to be lazy. Tabs, you know, bring up fucking Connect chat or Skype while you're, you know, watching basketball game. Twitch streaming, I doubt it's gonna be in HD unless you pay a fee, definitely. The games, Halo, Project Spark, Titanfall, Killer Instinct, Forza 5, Crimson Dragon, Sunset Overdrive, Rise, and Dead Rising 3. All of them look like amazing games. Some look like they have flaws, like Rise and Dead Rising 3. I mean, that's just my opinion. COD early DLC, that's huge if you're a Call of Duty player, I guess. Bf4 early DLC, somewhat huge. And now, that's all the pros I can come up with the Xbox One, to be honest with you. The Xbox cons are far greater, in my opinion. 24-hour DRM, always checking up on you. 1-hour DRM using someone else's console. I mean, you can't play offline, to be honest with you. That's what it's pushing for. No, excuse me. I wish no mandatory connect. No, but there's a mandatory connect, and why, if I disable all the connect features, why can't I just unplug the thing and put it away? You're probably getting watched, to be honest with you. No renting games, not at launch, doubt it ever will be. They're just saying that, so it'll die down and they'll just be like, oh yeah, we're not doing that. So no physical game loaning, can't just throw my game to my friend and be like, yo, use this, can't use it. No private sales unless selling to someone who's been on your friends list for 30 days, and it's unclear if you could just send the game digitally and get cash from them in person, or you can just send the game digitally and get online money only to spend. Internet connection is required all the time, obviously. Trade-ins are up to the publisher and only at participating retailers. You can give a game to a friend. I guess this means loaning a game technically and it says who's been on your friends list for 30 days and only once. So I'm not sure if this necessarily means borrowing it and for how long they can borrow it. There's no Halo game at launch. There's no Titanfall game at launch. They both come out in 2014. What are you releasing the console now for? I know this is the console wars and whatnot, but, I mean, come on. You want a decent lineup of games at launch. Like, you realize, you can see this at E3, it ain't gonna be at launch, so. The price, it's $500 because the Connect's included. Losing your games, what I mean by this is what happens when the Xbox 2 comes out and all that shit is digital. You can't connect to servers anymore because the servers are shut down. Yeah, what happened? I don't know, your games are gone. Microsoft paid third-party publishers to not show some PS4 versions of the games. Like, what the hell, Microsoft? And Microsoft is acting like children in the press. This is the press's fault for making the huge outlash. We are extremely upset. Well, I'm glad to see you have fucking feelings too. So do I. I mean, do you not listen to gamers? I mean, I don't believe gamers said, hey, bend us over and shove a cock up our ass. I mean, really, excuse my language, but that's what you did, Microsoft. You really did. You lost a huge part of your market, and you kind of fucked up. So Sony Pros, for PS4 obviously, great indie development, there's like tons of that, might not be the best indie games, but it's great indie development from what I could see. Tons of free-to-play games, PlanetSide 2, World of Warplanes I think is coming, I know Blacklight Retribution, that might be available at launch, Warframe, and probably gonna be more. The games, Killzone, a launch title, thank you. Kingdom Hearts 3 is in development, but there's a good chance it'll become, you know, exclusive. Infamous Second Son, Knack, Deep Down, The Order 1886, those all look pretty dope. And from what I can see, if you get if you get the console at launch or something with PlayStation Plus, it looks like they're giving Drive Club away for free with PlayStation Plus, which if you get the console at launch, it's probably going to come with a month's worth at least of PlayStation Plus. So I mean, you got it, you know, it's awesome. Okay, so it supports used games, no DRM, no always online. The price, get this, $3.99. I'm sure a lot of you heard that, but that's amazing. PS Plus is needed for online. I think this is a pro because it's gonna have money going towards a better online service. Just plain simple. You don't have to complain about the online service. Then here you got it, and it's only $5 a month, or $50 a year. It's not like $10 a month or $60 a year from what I see. I mean, if they're sticking with the main model that PS3 had. You can access apps even without PS Plus, so you can watch Netflix without PS Plus or whatever, so online gaming. You can buy games digitally, or you can buy physical copies. If you buy them digitally, you probably can't trade them in, obviously, but Sony cons compared to the Xbox One, in my opinion, there is absolutely no cons. This is a good console. This is a console just like consoles we have now, except with better graphics. I guess the price could be a con to people, but this is a new piece of technology. They cannot sell it lower than $399, in my opinion. I mean, maybe $350 at the lowest, but that's cutting it close. Also, this isn't necessarily Sony's fault, but what I thought about is a few things flowed through my mind as I watched a few videos. So I've seen like an Xbox person respond to the backlash, and and the guy was like, well, as soon as the Gamescom show up, people will understand why we were doing this and whatnot, or excuse me, be like, oh, this is good. Not necessarily. And then I seen a video the other day showing this. Like, some games will require to be always online. Like, crap, what's that game? It's some driving game from Ubisoft, I think, or Ubisoft. Who even Ubisoft? Who, I don't even know, man. It was, yeah, I think it's Ubisoft. I don't know why I said Ubisoft, but it's some driving game, and it requires to always be online. And yeah, so I mean, it's just certain games though. But with the PS4, you don't have to always be online. Plus, EA a while ago, they said they're done away with online passes, which is beautiful, especially for the PS4. Trying to think. And restrictions, like for restrictions to affect the PlayStation 4 customer, or like PlayStation 4 customer, the one who owns it, it will have to be in the games themselves. Like, Sony doesn't have to, the PS4 doesn't have to be always online. And I mean, if you listened to everything I said, I mean, the main thing with the Xbox One is somewhat the price, the Kinect, the always online, and the used game and digital download. I mean, they're both supposed to have 500 gigabyte hard drives. The problem is the 500 gigabyte hard drive over 10 years is gonna go to they're gonna be, I don't even know. I mean, because you're probably not going to be able to download games onto an external hard drive, I bet you, because that might, have something to do with, that might start something with pirating. I mean, I wouldn't put it past them. But anyways, guys, Mr. Asian Persuasion here, and my honest thoughts are, get a PS4 if you want a console. Really, it's going to have some great games. You might not get stuff the earliest, and that guy is just being weird. But, you might not get it the earliest, but, you'll have a great time, and you'll experience some good console gaming. Peace.